I hate feeling like I am selling my care. I hate feeling like a used car salesman. Have you ever felt that way? I hear this all the time from my coaching clients. And here's what I know to be true. If you don't understand what we're going to discuss right now in this video, the odds are if you feel that way, you're going to continue to feel that way. By the way, I'm Dr. Russ Rosen, and I help natural healthcare providers like you thrive in a care versus care true optimal health model within 6 months so you can create the life and practice of your dreams without sleazy sales tactics, tons of marketing, or high pressure gimmicks. Now, I'm between calls right now. I had a conversation with someone. I made a bunch of notes. So I didn't have time to memorize all this. So you're going to see me take a look at my notes here, and I'll apologize for that. But I really want to get this recorded so I can get it out to you because it's such a huge issue. So many of us feel like we're salesmen, like we're used car salesman or salesperson. And of course, that affects our ability to tell our patients the truth about what it is that they need. We feel gun shy. Now, if you've listened to any of my other videos, it always comes down to headspace or procedures or both. Now, in this particular case, what I'm going to assume is that you've got the procedure down. You know how to do a visit one, you know how to do a visit two. You're able to help them find out what they want in relationship to what you can truly do for them. So, not just feel good, but actually get healthy, stay healthy, resolve issues, like whatever it is more that you can really do for them. So, you're going to find out what they want in relationship to what you can truly do for them, and you're going to show them how to have it. Now, again, the truth is, if we have this uncomfortable feeling, if someone really, if someone came to you and said, I have all the money in the world, I trust you implicitly, I want to be as healthy as I can be, what would you recommend for them? Well, if you're not recommending that much for them, then it's unethical. You're not being fair to them. And it's because of your either procedural issue or headspace issue, which we want to clean up. So assuming you've done a great job in visit one and visit two, and you've clarified where they really want to get to, that they really want this, and you're clear about what it would take to get there, it's now going to come down to that uncomfortable feeling or headspace issue of trying to sell somebody. So, step one is we've got to be very clear about who we are, what we do, why we do what we do, why we don't do other things. In essence, our certainty. We got to be clear about the difference between feeling better and functioning at their optimum or being as healthy as that they can be. We need to be clear that we know how to get them there. We're confident that we can get them there. Um, and again, if you're not doing that part, then clearly you need to be able to do that. But assuming all of that is good, the next step is going to be this headspace part. Now, this conversation came up. I was speaking with Dr. Brock McCurdy out in Barcelona. Wonderful doctor, dear friend of mine, super successful guy. And he was telling me that he was having this conversation with a CA of his who was saying she's supposed to go in and go through the care plan and the finances. And she told him, I don't think that I can afford it. I don't think that I would pay for care. And so I asked him, how did you handle it? We had a really wonderful conversation about it. So I want you to think about the distinction between selling someone something or selling someone something they don't want versus giving appropriate recommendations to somebody who does want it. So imagine that you worked at a fine restaurant and people came into the restaurant because they love the food there, they love the ambiance, they love the experience. And this is how I would talk to a CA about this myself. But this goes for the doctors as well as our staff. Would you have a challenge with people who came to the restaurant giving them the menu? Now, in the menu, might you be showing them certain poo-poos or what do you guys call them, hors d'oeuvres, starters, whatever you guys call them around here? Would you see, look, we have crab cakes, we have this, we have that? No, you wouldn't. Our main, the main courses that we have, our specials tonight, our desserts, a fine wine. You wouldn't have a problem showing them any of that. That's what they're here for, right? They want to have a wonderful experience. Once you showed them that, if they, whatever they ordered at the end, would you have a problem bringing them the bill? No, because you're taking their order. If we do visit one and visit two, right? Visit two ends up taking their order. You're not trying to sell them something. They've sold themselves. We've Socratically walked them through the process. They literally ask you for it, just like at the restaurant. They're asking you for it. So you're not selling them something they don't want. You're helping them get what they do want. And again, if you're not doing that, that's a problem. Get that fixed. I can help you in that regard. But if you are doing that, do you see the shift in the consciousness? Do you see a shift in the headspace? Okay. So for our patients, if we do our job right, oh, give me one sec. Yeah, if we do our job right, sorry about that. Are they getting more than they bargained for? Yes. When they came in, they were thinking neck pain, back pain, headaches, gut issues, whatever, fatigue, whatever their issue is, that's what they were thinking. But the truth is, you and I both know that they get so much more, right? In chiropractic, we say you live your life through your nervous system. So you can feel better, you can have less dysfunction, you can prevent problems in the future, you can reverse the effects of the aging process or be healthier in 5 years than you are right now. You can literally have a better life. And the question is, what would that be worth? What would it be worth to you to be able to do the things you want to be able to do, whether it's a sport or an activity or work or be with your family or whatever it is? In 2006, I was with Creating Wellness, Pat Tempo, and Creating Wellness, and I did the course for communicating health and wellness. And we did a survey where we had all of our centers get on the white pages back in those days and just call people randomly and do a survey. And the survey was, what if you had neck and back pain, what would you pay to get rid of that pain? And the average number, I was very surprised, and dollars were different back then, but still, I was very surprised. It was $300. Average person would pay $300. We then asked them, what would you pay if we could reverse the effects of the aging process? In essence, if you could be healthier in 5 years than you are right now. Now, obviously, this wasn't speaking to an 18-year-old, right? And what do you think the most common answer was? $300? $1,000? $10,000? The most common answer was anything. That was the most common answer. I would pay anything to get my life back. I would pay anything to be healthier in 5 years than I am right now. I would pay anything not to end up like I watched my grandparents or my parents go through. I would pay anything to be as functional as possible and live the life that I want to live. People, we know you ask people all the time, do you want to live to 100? The answer always is, if I can do the things I want to do, right? My experience is people can find the money when they value it. And that's our job in the consult exam report of findings, to find out why they're really here. So I asked Brock how he handled this. And he said, I know that she had just got a new iPhone. And so I asked her, why did you get an iPhone? And she went on about how much she loved it. Well, I can not just talk on the phone. I can do all the apps that I love. I can text, I can social media. I can do all these things on this. And he said, what did you pay for it? And she said, €1,000. He's out in Barcelona. And then he started to talk about, well, tell me about in our office, people that you've seen get better and the kind of things they've talked to you about. And she was saying, well, they feel healthier, their dysfunctions go away, their problems go away, they're able to do things that they weren't able to do, they're able to continue to work, they're able to do their favorite sport, they're able to be, live their life without pain, and they're able to do the things they want to do, have the life that they want. And he said, and what do you think that would be worth to those people? And she said, yeah, I get that would be really a lot. I mean, she could find €1,000 for an iPhone, right? So he said, I understand that you feel that you can't afford this, but for you, with what's going on with you, young, strong, healthy, your care plan would literally be right about €1,000. Are you telling me that if you valued that, if you really understood how that would help you over time, that you couldn't come up with €1,000 for that, which really shifted her consciousness. So often the reason why our team doesn't value it and why we don't value it is because one, we have young, strong, healthy staff that haven't had any health challenges yet. And we've not taken them through the process yet to see the truth about what's going on with them. Have you taken your team through a good, clean visit one and visit two? Have you got them on a regular care plan? Do you do regular reevaluations and re-reports with them? For many of us, the answer is no. So how could they possibly value our care? So I think it's a really critical piece of the puzzle to get our team to value the care. My experience is it's amazing what happens when we do value it and we want something. I think we've all bought a car or bought a house or bought something where we ended up spending considerably more than we thought we were going to. We crossed our line in the sand because we really saw the great value that this was something that we really want. So my hope is that this was a value to you. Make sure you get your processes, your procedures in order. Visit one, visit two. If you've not been through our program, get through it so that you can help people see the value, but also get you and your team's heads in the right place. Because if you've got a staff member that doesn't believe that they would come up with the money for this, it's going to be tough for them to go sell it. It's hard to sell something that we don't own. So if you're watching this in our Facebook community, please comment below. Let me know if you find any value. I always appreciate the comments, so I'm not just speaking to my camera right here. If you got this via email or something, flip me an email back. Please consider going to our private Facebook community. It's free, and there is a tremendous amount of wonderful content in there. Once a week, I post something like this, as well as the master classes that we're doing. Let me see if there was anything else I wanted to talk about. So I think that's it. So I hope that you found value. I hope that you will join our community. I hope that you will spread the word and let other people know, other colleagues know about this in our community. And as always, much love and aloha. Bye, gang.